Welcome to a brand new day of exploring ruins, guys. I know ruins, you might think, what is the fun in that? This is like a piece of history, whatever. But really it gives us an insight into our world that is so beautiful and magnificent, to get to connect to cultures and people that lived so long ago. It's part of the human experience. We are glad to have you joining us. Thanks for coming along on another adventure. Can't wait to show you what we find.
Hey, here we go.
Here we go.
This is my hike in here. Oh, we're at the top. Little hike, my heart's going. Feel it. It's cool because I believe we're about another 1,000 feet up from Cusco, and it's just up the hill. We literally just went around Sacsayhuaman and just head up the road. And there's like 2 or 3 more ruins that we'll hit because we got the 10-day pass, so they're all right next to each other. This is so tiny compared to what it probably was. But it's so cool to see because this is kind of what I envisioned Sacsayhuaman being, and then even the other ruins a little bit more in full form here for their small footprint here. They probably were greater in size, but such a beautiful day here. It's so fun to explore the ruins and seek the whole world in a completely different light. And those aqueducts, they were channeling water. They actually worked that through the rocks. And it funneled some of their sacred water areas and drinking water, and they were doing farming up there as well, which is so cool to see that it's still going on 600 years ago.
So the walk up here was relatively easy. It was kind of like cobblestone, like rocks in the ground. You just follow the path. But this stop is really beautiful, and I love to see how the water is just naturally flowing through the rocks. Really inspiring to think of the people that made this, what was in their mind, what they were thinking, what their goals were, and how this was a part of their everyday life. If you haven't got a llama picture, here's a spot you can get one.
Now we're at Puka Pukara, just down the street.
Look at how stunning it looks on the mountains, with the clouds just peeking through. So beautiful. Wow. Just surrounded by gorgeous nature.
Over here there's snow-capped mountains, and it just goes on for days. It just really is vast. It's beautiful. This reminds me of like the sequoias a little bit without the sequoia trees. Same kind of feel.
It's just quiet, gentle breeze, like so peaceful.
Puka Pukara is known as the Red Fortress, perhaps built by the 9th ruler of the Incan Empire, and they used kind of here and there rocks. It wasn't as perfected as some of the others that we see, like Sacsayhuaman and even Machu Picchu, but this was a defensive structure for Cusco. This is a military fort. It's really cool. That's why we see everything. You can see them for like 10 miles away.
And this is why it's called the Red Fortress. You see the color? Nice, huh? I feel like I'm in Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings or something.
Oh, for sure.
Or like the Lake District in England. What? Nice little place to hide. So I mentioned earlier just the joy of being able to travel and experience new cultures, older cultures, just this connection with the human experience. No offense to my old self, but when I first started to travel, and when I moved abroad in particular for the first time, I really started to know who I was. As you see others, you get a mirror to more accurately reflect who you are, what you think, what you like, what you don't like. Because growing up in one area, you don't actually know what you think about your own culture until you have something to compare it to. So it's really a beautiful process for me of self-discovery as well as discovering others. I've changed to do things differently myself as I've seen other options, better options, and other opportunities.
Okay, give me the look. Give it to me. Okay. All right. Here we go. There we go. We got it. Okay. Now we're gonna make our way downtown. We're walking fast. Pace is past and I'm homebound. If I would fall on one of these rocks.
You know I'd walk just back to the time.
A few more steps downhill for sure, not uphill. So I don't lose my breath tonight.
Thanks for joining our sing-along.
So this is just a 20-minute taxi ride from Plaza de Armas, and it was 40 soles one way. And just ask for him to stay with you, or her. There's like 3 ruins here. We're gonna go see the 3rd one. I mean, this view, oh my gosh.
Seriously, just for the view.
It's just incredible.
It's so different.
It's hard to describe.
It's different from the view at Sacsayhuamano because this one is all countryside, which is just incredible. It's totally different than the beautiful views of the city are amazing, but this is really special.
Babe, you're looking good today.
Thank you.
All right, welcome to Ginkgo. I know I'm saying that wrong, but this was one of the largest holy sites. They did their sacrifices and their mummifications here, which is nuts.
It's amazing. You can tell, you know, in a lot of cultures, the holy place is so high up, and this is no different.
Harvested lots of stones up here, but you can kind of see where the wall started and the wall stopped, and the rock was just coming out of the ground here. Look at this. This is a 2010 Peruvian bridge. Wow.
Look at the artistry. Amazing. To have held up over the test of time.
Guys, I don't know if we can do the tunnel.
Sad news. It says don't pass.
There's a wire there.
That's okay.
Well, I'm sure it would have been pretty. We would have ducked under a rock, and then we would have popped out the other side. So there you go for the visual picture.
We could use our imaginations. Look how close the clouds are.
So I would actually suggest doing a reverse order like we did. We start with here, Tambomachay, I forget how to say it, and then work your way back down. And then these 3 are within the 20 kilometer radius.
I'm thankful to be alive in a time where human sacrifices are not the norm. And hopefully you are too. You know, that's something to be happy about today, no matter what's going on. I have been trying really hard to find some good chocolate in Cusco. I bought 4 bars so far, and I threw 2 away, which is a big thing to say for me. I threw away the chocolate bars. I couldn't even eat it, but this one I can fully recommend. It's so good. I love this one.
I'm interested to see how it looks, because can you see it? It's like the silhouette.
It is pretty. It looks like a painting.
Yeah, exactly. The Cusco that you've all been dreaming of. The Cusco that you've been told about all of your lives. Some of it's true, some of it's fake, especially all of those vloggers out there telling you need to walk around with toilet paper. They're full of it. Believe me, they've got other things in mind if they're telling you to walk around with toilet paper. You don't need to walk around with toilet paper here. We've literally had an incredible experience.
Jeremy is eating alpaca for the first
Don't look, guys.
time.
Don't look. Don't look.
They're looking corn soup. It's very creamy, lots of potatoes in there. I love comfort food, so this is exactly what I was hoping for.
Alpaca review. I got my alpaca steak.
First taste of alpaca.
It's got some other good stuff on here, corn. It's got a nice little, like an au jus kind of sauce, maybe it's alpaca sauce. She suggested, well done. Nice, very tender. It's got pepper in it. It's a peppered alpaca. I'm trying to match it with another game meat so you guys can get this sense. It's not gamey at all. You know, when I had kangaroo for the first time, it was like oily and gamey. This isn't that at all. This is like really, it's in line with like a marinated sirloin. Yeah, that's where it's at. I like it. It's nice. I feel bad because it got so many cute faces, you know, but it's tasty. nice. It's nice.
One of the things a lot of people don't share about Cusco is that you get a throwback to the music of your childhood.